Welcome back to the Good Girl Box. I'm your host, Karen, and I'm so glad you're here with me today. This podcast is all about breaking free from the good girl box, those restrictive roles and expectations that often limit our ability to live authentically. Today, we're diving into a topic that is both difficult and empowering: how to recognize gaslighting and manipulation, and what you can do to protect yourself. If you've ever felt like you're losing touch with your own reality or doubting your instincts, this episode is for you. Let's get into it. Gaslighting is a form of psychological manipulation where someone tries to make you question your own reality. It can come from anyone: partners, family members, friends, or even colleagues. They might downplay your feelings, deny things they've said or done, or make you feel like you're overly sensitive. It's a tactic that leaves you feeling confused, second-guessing yourself, and sometimes even wondering if you're the problem. One of the most important things to recognize is that gaslighting is not about you. It's a tactic used by people who want to gain control over your emotions and perceptions, and it can be incredibly destabilizing because it chips away at your confidence and sense of self. Let's talk about some of the signs of gaslighting so you can start to recognize it in your own life. 1. They dismiss your feelings. A gaslighter often minimizes how you feel, saying things like, "You're overreacting," or "You're too sensitive." This can make you feel like your emotions aren't valid, which is a classic way to get you to doubt your own experience. 2. They twist your words. Have you ever found yourself saying, "That's not what I meant," or "You're taking this out of context"? Gaslighters are great at twisting your words to make you seem unreasonable or to justify their own behavior. 3. They deny things that happened. Gaslighters will often deny events, actions, or conversations that you know took place. They'll say things like, "I never said that," even when you're sure they did. It's a way to create confusion and make you question your memory. 4. They shift blame. Instead of taking accountability, a gaslighter will try to flip the situation around to make it seem like you're the one at fault. It's a way of deflecting from their own behavior and keeping you on the defensive. 5. They use your insecurities against you. Manipulative people know what your vulnerabilities are and aren't afraid to use them to undermine you. They might bring up past mistakes or play on your fears to keep you feeling uncertain. If any of these sound familiar, know that you are not alone, and you are not imagining things. Gaslighting is real and it's harmful, but recognizing it is the first step to protecting yourself. Steps to protect yourself. So how do you regain your power and prevent yourself from being destabilized by gaslighting and manipulation? Here are some steps you can take. 1. Trust your gut. If something feels off, it probably is. Trust that little voice inside of you, even if the other person is telling you otherwise. Your instincts are there for a reason. 2. Keep a record. If you're dealing with someone who denies conversations or events, start keeping a journal or record of what's said and done. It's not about proving anything to them. It's about maintaining your own clarity. 3. Don't engage in circular arguments. Gaslighters love to keep you stuck in an endless loop of arguments. If you find yourself going in circles, it's okay to disengage. You don't owe anyone endless explanations or justifications. 4. Set boundaries. Remember, you have the right to set boundaries, even if the other person doesn't like them. You can say, "I don't appreciate being spoken to this way," or "I'm not going to continue this conversation if it's disrespectful." Stand firm in your boundaries. 5. Reach out for support. You don't have to go through this alone. Share your experiences with trusted friends or a therapist who can offer perspective and remind you of your reality. Sometimes an outside perspective can make all the difference. 6. Remind yourself of who you are. Gaslighting works by making you doubt yourself. So one of the most powerful things you can do is reconnect with your own sense of self. Write down what you know to be true about yourself, your strengths, your values, your experiences, and revisit this list whenever you feel unsure. Empowerment through awareness. You have the power to reclaim your truth, no matter how confusing things might feel right now. By recognizing the tactics of gaslighting and manipulation, you can start to disentangle yourself from the confusion and regain your sense of stability. Remember, you are not too sensitive for having emotions, and you are not overreacting for trusting your intuition. You deserve relationships where you feel seen, heard, and respected. Closing message. As we wrap up today's episode, I hope you feel empowered to stand firm in your truth and to protect your peace. Gaslighting and manipulation thrive in darkness, but awareness shines a light on those tactics and takes away their power. Remember, your reality is valid, and you are stronger than you think. If today's episode resonated with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Feel free to leave a review, reach out to me on social media, or share this episode with someone who might need it. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss our next episode, where we'll continue exploring what it means to live authentically outside of the good girl box. Thank you for being here, for listening, and for choosing to protect your own voice and reality. Until next time, keep trusting yourself and honoring your truth.